I wasn't supposed to survive the town. That's why they let me in. I'm a journalist. Or at least I was one. I went there chasing a story about disappearances. People vanishing without struggle, without blood, without witnesses. Just empty rooms. And one common detail. Everyone was found screaming at nothing. The town didn't exist on most maps. No welcome sign, no cell service, no police station. Just a single road in, and no road out after dark. The locals didn't like questions. They especially didn't like my recorder. When I asked about the spirit, every conversation stopped. One woman whispered, "It doesn't kill you. It finishes you." That night, I stayed at the only motel, room 6. They always gave visitors room 6, at 2:11 a.m. I woke up because someone was breathing beside my bed. Not fast, not scared. Patient. I didn't move. The breathing stopped. Then a voice, right next to my ear. "You came to watch." The lights flickered, and something stood in the corner of the room. It wasn't a shape, it was an absence. Like the air had been carved out. My vision bent around it. And when it moved, the room leaned. I ran. Down the hallway, out into the street. No one followed me. That was worse. The next morning, I found my door covered in scratches. From the inside. I interviewed a man who had survived an attack. His hand shook constantly. He said the spirit doesn't chase. It waits until you understand what it is. And then it steps closer. He killed himself 2 hours later. They found his mouth open, eyes wide. No wounds, just terror frozen into his face. I started listening at night. The town made noises it shouldn't. Footsteps with no bodies, doors opening into empty rooms, and laughter. Always distant. Always wrong. The third night, the spirit followed me into the abandoned church. It appeared behind the altar. Tall, its surface moved like wet smoke. Faces pressed inside it. All screaming silently. "You don't belong to this story," it said. "You're here to replace someone." I understood then. The spirit feeds on attention. Witnesses. It grows stronger the more people try to understand it. That's why journalists never leave. That's why investigators disappear. They don't die. They become part of it. I tried to leave before sunrise. My car wouldn't start. The road led back into town. Every direction ended at the same street. The spirit stood in the middle of the road. Closer now. More defined. It reached for me. And for the first time, it touched me. My memories started bleeding. Childhood. Faces. Names. It was erasing me. I screamed, not in fear, in rage. I smashed my recorder against the pavement, shattered it. The spirit recoiled. Not from pain, from starvation. It needs to be recorded, observed, remembered. I ran into the woods. Didn't stop. Didn't look back. I crossed the town line at sunrise. Collapsed on the road. They found me hours later. No footage, no audio, no proof. Editors said the story was unusable. They cut my funding, my job, my name. But sometimes, at night, when I'm alone, I hear breathing beside my bed. Patient. Waiting. Because the spirit doesn't follow people. It follows those who know it exists. And now, you do too. So if you ever hear about a town where people disappear, Don't investigate. Don't record. Don't watch. Because attention is how it eats. And once it knows you're listening, it starts getting closer.